Hello, everybody, and welcome to this episode of Signals from the Batcave.
Yes, from the Batcave.
From the Batcave.
Yeah.
Comic books this time around because Fox's website is being a bitch.
Well, yeah. I mean, here's the thing. Fox Now was the main way I was. This is rah-rah, by the way. Main way I was watching the new Gotham show, and they had all the episodes for free, whole first season. Start of this season, like first 4 episodes were like free, maybe 3 episodes were free. I go to watch yesterday's episode that aired 10/26, basically part 2 of the whole Firefly intro, and you now have to have a paid subscription in order to watch it. But I have one. Because I get my TV through internet, so I use that account, but as it turns out, Fox shows are not part of the viewing options for that provider. So, in an ass move, instead of making these shows for free, they decide to make you pay for them. Now here's my problem. Who the fuck's gonna want to pay to watch these things online when they're also paying for, say, a Time Warner cable subscription,
Right.
or DirecTV subscription,
Right.
just so that they can watch TV on their mobile device? No one's gonna fucking do that,
Right.
and that's the real problem, because it's not like they were ad free. For Gotham especially, there was at least 8.5, maybe 10 minutes worth of commercials on it, easily that much. I mean, there was like at least 3 2+ minute breaks. There's at least a 2:45 break. So it's like there were ads on there that was paying for the content. Why the fuck are they making you pay to watch the episodes on top of that? I have no idea.
They want to make more money.
That's bullshit, because for this person anyway, this loyal viewer who have defended this show to high heaven against my fellow podmates, I am now no longer going to be able to do that. And once more, now I'm going to have to spread bad shit about Fox.
Yes.
I mean, this is like totally shooting yourself in the foot for just a little bit more scratch.
But just like a cable company taking away, say, basic cable and forcing everybody to get a cable box, those people that don't want to do that compared to the people that are willing to do that, it's an acceptable loss to them.
But that's the thing, though, Knock, is that cable subscriptions, like, say, Time Warner Cable, are on the decline.
Yes.
So are DirecTV subscriptions. They're scrambling to come up with content that's going to lure folks back from, like, these internet service provider-based networks,
Yeah.
like Netflix and their award-winning, well-produced shows.
Right.
And Hulu's now on that train. They've been on now for nearly as long as Netflix, probably a little bit shorter, and it's like
not Netflix. Hulu started out as a free TV or TV show watching device, also on the internet.
right. But see, they had the foresight to say, like, we're doing this free, but no one's gonna want to watch 10-year-old episodes of Baywatch all the time to keep us afloat.
Right.
We got to come up with our own content, okay? And how are we going to pay for that our own content? We've already promised limited to no ad-free shows. So we pay for that content with subscription. So they come up with their own stuff.
Right.
I mean, that to me makes sense. What doesn't make sense to me is what Fox is doing. You're already making you pay for the cable subscription to watch these shows, which have fucking commercials. But now, if you want to see it on your device, if you have a subscription to cable or DirecTV, you have to pay there too.
Yes.
Which is like ass, because that's like people getting double paid. I, for one, don't watch a lot of television. And it's not like I was watching this for free. There were ads on there that are paying this Fox network to run this show on the internet. I was not watching these shows for free. But now I won't be watching this show at all. So that revenue from me watching, whether or not I wanted to buy fucking Allstate insurance or not, is gone.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just nonsense. I mean, they ought to be out of their minds to think that people are going to pay a separate Fox.com or Fox Now subscription to watch their shows. They got to be out of their mind.
But like you said, a lot of people are watching less television, either through over-the-air signals or through a cable provider or a satellite provider, and they're going to the internet. So if they can get those people that watch TV on the internet to start paying, that will bring in more revenue for the people that are not watching it through cable or over the air. Even over the air is free.
I see what you're saying. They're like forcing the cable company's hand and saying, you know, like, look, even though we pay you to run our shows and you get ad revenue from that, we're also going to do this on the side so that we don't have to pay you.
Right.
But are they willing to take... That's sort of like, you know, bleeding yourself with leeches in order to cure the illness. I mean, are you willing to take that kind of loss in viewership, in ad revenue, while that transition's over? Because it's not like cable's going to go dead tomorrow.
But they're getting paid.
It's a gamble.
The people that are watching all their shows on the internet are paying to watch that show. Plus, they're getting paid from the ad agencies that are putting the commercials inside the shows.
Well, my problem is, are those same people also paying their cable provider to watch it via Time Warner Cable or DirecTV?
They might be, because if you have to have a cable provider
therein
to
is
be able
rub.
to watch these shows, like AMC and TNT, some of those actual cable programs, you have to have a cable subscription to be able to watch those shows on the internet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's almost like double billing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. I don't think people who are paying whatever their DirecTV subscription rate is also going to pay CBS their, like, you know, $3.99 charge or whatever it is per show, while they're also paying DirecTV to get it broadcast in the home just because they want to watch it, say, on their phone in the bar. I don't think that's going to happen. I think that's a bad move. I think that's poor planning. They should just provide it for free on the internet, because you know they're getting paid for the ads that run on it. So it's not even like they're providing it for free. They're getting paid, because those advertisers are also saying, look, we have traditional means to get our ads out, broadcast and cable television. So it's easier for them to just say, port that over to the mobile devices and just run the same ads, because they're paying for that space anyway.
Right.
So it's not like these providers like Fox or CBS are losing anything out. They just want to try to, like, squeeze as much blood from the stone as they can. And I'm saying that's a bad move, because I think there will be a lot of people that won't tune in on their internet shows. And like for someone like me who isn't paying someone for cable television or DirecTV, they're not getting any money from me there either.
No.
So, you know, it's just stupid. I think the internet should be a free place, and it should stay that way.
I haven't had cable in 3 years.
Right.
I watch all my stuff on either Netflix or Hulu.
Right.
I mean, I'm paying $16, say $20. $20 altogether between Netflix and Hulu to be able to watch my current shows and my back shows, compared to $100 for internet and cable through the cable company.
Yeah.
I'm saving. If you add in the internet access to that bill, I'm paying about $50 or $60 altogether.
Right.
Compared to $100.
Yeah.
For cable.
Oh yeah, that's why I don't do it. So I mean, the long story short is this: it just seems like a real dick move by Fox to suddenly do this, and I'm hoping that there's a grace period that they have for these shows. That maybe by next week, this episode will be available for free.
No, next week every episode. You can't even watch Minority Report next week.
Why?
They'll all be locked.
Well, no, because I can watch the previously viewed ones that I have for free.
Okay.
I can watch those. Like ones that I've already seen, like the one from 2 weeks ago I can watch.
Right.
It's just this current episode I cannot. So it's like...
We'll see. Maybe they just lock it for a week. I don't know. Maybe you have to be a week behind for it.
Yeah, I think that's probably... I hope that's what it is. Because that's also how I watch other shows like iZombie and Arrow. And hopefully that doesn't...
CW, as far as I know, CW does not do that at this point in time.
Right. So I'm hoping it stays that way. Well, anyway, on to other things. I guess this week we can talk a little bit about comic books.
Yeah. Because we like comics too.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be a little truncated for me because I'm only currently collecting one Batman title, and that's Batman.
Written by Scott Snyder.
Yeah.
At this point in time.
Yeah.
Art by Greg Capullo.
Yeah.
Who's going to be leaving the book shortly.
Yeah. So, I mean, and that's been kind of like, because I sort of came back into comics about, maybe almost a year ago with the Endgame stuff.
Okay.
There was a lot of shit that went down before and during that because I didn't collect all the Endgame books, but it's been kind of a revelation period for me as far as like new things that they've done to the whole mythology of Batman, Bruce Wayne. So,
yeah.
I mean, it's earth-shattering because it is just so different. It's not like when he died when we all knew he was coming back. It's not like, when, I don't know, what's another thing that happened? Like Nightfall, where, Bane broke his back, but we all knew he was coming back.
Right.
I mean, we know that Batman is coming back.
After Nightfall, you had Fight for the Cowl, right?
No, that was when he died. Rest in peace.
Oh, okay. That was done by Grant Morrison, rest in peace.
Was it?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
I'll have to look, but I'm pretty sure it was Grant Morrison that did Batman, rest in peace. Mm-hmm. He also did Arkham Asylum. Mm-hmm. Good books. Anyway.
Yeah.
Current title, Batman, Scott Snyder, Craig Capullo.
Yeah.
Craig Capullo.
Yeah. I mean, we're just changing the mythology around, making Batman Gordon, and how he deals with the Batman mantle. I think that's pretty interesting. But with the whole thing after Endgame, with Bruce forgetting who he was and being told that he was Batman and not really caring to take up the mantle again, how they're playing that out, is has been kind of like, it's been interesting, but at the same time, kind of disappointing. But I would say I'm hooked. I want to see how, because we know he's coming back.
Right.
It's just a question of how he's going to come back, what type of Batman he'll be. I mean, in this episode, he says he doesn't want to ever pick up the cowl again.
Maybe he'll pick up some guns this time.
Well, that's just it. He doesn't have that sort of distaste for that type of thing anymore. I mean, in the annual, he picked up a shotgun that Alfred had dropped and was using it to fight off some of the rogues that were in the house that were keeping him and Alfred and his girlfriend / fiance prisoner.
Who's his girlfriend / fiance at this point?
Some woman named Julie. I haven't seen any more from her. They haven't really expanded on her because I think she was introduced. Must have been before this whole thing started, but she's apparently the daughter of an Arkham villain. So I'm not exactly sure what that's all about. They haven't expanded on that at all, but she's sort of like playing like the nurturer. I mean,
what is the current number at this point in time? Is it 45?
I'm not exactly sure, to tell you the truth.
I know Green Arrow 45 and annual came out last month. I think the new one comes out this week or next week.
Let's see.
I think both titles run consecutively, 45 and annual.
It looks like 45 is the current book because 46 comes out in November. It's a sale on the 11th. So.
Yes, Grant Morrison wrote. What the fuck is it? Batman Rest in Peace. Grant Morrison wrote Batman Rest in Peace, and the art was done by Tony Daniel.
Yeah. So, I mean, the only other thing that I'm looking forward to besides that is Dark Knight 3, The Master Race. That comes out in November, too. Looks like November 25th.
What the hell was it? Was it 8-book series, I think? 8 or 12, if I remember correctly.
I'm not exactly sure.
I don't know who's doing the interior art, but they've had a slew of known artists doing the covers. Jim Lee's cover is awesome. Greg Capullo.
It's Klaus Janson.
Klaus Janson?
Yeah.
Why does that sound familiar?
Klaus Janson. I like his stuff. It's like very scratchy and very. I don't know. I have his stuff from like a couple of Legends of the Dark Knight circa 1991-ish runs he did. But you know, I like his stuff. It's not as clean as I like it. It's not as crisp as I like it, like Jim Lee's stuff, but or even who's it, Capullo? Yeah. So I mean, but let's see.
Well, maybe they'll be going for maybe it's the first Dark Knight Returns that he did. That's why it sounds familiar. But maybe that's the way that they're going to go with it, because Dark Knight Returns and Dark Knight Strikes Again both were pretty scratchy, not really crisp, realistic artwork like Jim Lee's or Capullo's.
Yeah.
Even Mike Grill's, his stuff was...
I mean, Andy Kubert's also given an art credit, so I don't know what he's going to be doing in the book.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Yeah.
This next month, coming up soon.
Yeah. So there's that. I don't know. What do you got going on?
Currently, I'm reading Preacher, and before that, I read Batman 66 Meets the Green Hornet, written by Kevin Smith and Ralph Garman, art by Ty Templeton, and the covers were painted covers done by Alex Ross.
Wow, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it was beautiful work on the covers. They took the storyline from Batman 66 Meets the Green Hornet TV show and did a sequel spin-off to it. They expanded that world a little bit. They brought back Colonel Gum and paired him with the Joker, who stole artifacts and precious coins, and Batman and Green Hornet had to team up to catch the criminals, and they did at the end, of course.
So you get all your comics digitally, right?
Yeah, most of my comics, well, all of my comics I get digitally. Plus, I support the local store and get Constantine and the Green Arrow and a couple oddball books from the physical books from them. Pretty much just to support the store, because the guy that runs the comic book section, he's a good guy. I just like supporting local.
Did you go here in Johnson City?
No, I went to Soundground.
Oh, okay.
Vestal.
Oh, okay.
I haven't been in Fat Cat Books since I was about 6 years old.
Yeah.
I used to go to Centerfield to when The Death of Superman was going on back in the early 90s. So, and other than that, it was I would go to like spinner racks and
grocery
stores or pharmacies. There used to be a place called Paperbacks Plus in Northgate Plaza in Binghamton, and I'd go in there. This was when I worked at the Giant. I would go in there and pick up a handful of comics, Nightwing and Catwoman, and then I'd throw those in my car and go do my shift at the Giant.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, and that's really the gate, I think, is sure there are more books that I'd like to get, but at $3.99 a book, it's tough. So
a lot of the books that I get are the trades, and $3.99 a book times you get 6-8 books at a time, and you get a discount. You can get a trade for $10.
Yeah.
I got the first 2 Preacher books for $5 a piece.
Right.
And I think they're 8 books, 8 comics a piece. So.
Right.
You can get some good deals if you go straight digital.
Yeah.
But having the physical copy in your hand also comes in handy.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's the long and the short of it there. I mean, there's 2 ways to collect now, so it's just a matter of preference, which is kind of cool.
Right. And the way Marvel's going, they're also if you buy a physical book, they also have a code inside. You go to the Marvel website and you type in that code, and you can also get a digital copy of it.
Oh, so you really just buy it once, basically?
So yeah, you just buy it once.
That's kind of cool.
But I'd like DC to do that, because I like having a digital copy to walk around with.
Yeah.
But I like having that physical copy to put in my box and have.
Yeah. I think that might be it, because it kind of like is kind of taking the sales out of it. I'm not gonna lie, taking the win out of my sales here, not being able to have a Gotham review for you. Maybe now I'll try to catch up on Arrow, because I know I'm an episode behind on that one.
You want me to give? I don't want to. I'm not going to spoil anything, but I can tell you that they brought in the story of the female Firefly. Bruce is only in 1 or 2 scenes, 3 the most.
Right.
This is really a detective story through and through.
Oh, good.
So, I actually enjoyed this episode. I'm enjoying season 2 a lot better than I'm enjoying season 1.
Right. It makes sense.
It's more police procedural.
Yeah.
Mob related.
Yeah.
So it's pretty good.
Yeah. Too bad I can't fucking see it, but maybe I'll be able to soon.
And that's
all right.
it.
I guess that's it for this episode. Supplementary podcast, Signals from the Batcave. I'm Rara.
I'm Knock.
We'll see you maybe in another couple weeks.
We'll see you next time. How about that?
Yeah, it's better.